Greetings, my dear viewers. It is I, Drayhon, back once again with another Dungeons & Dragons character conversion. This edition of Adventures in the Forgotten Realms is going over the final commander deck, Galea, the Kindler of Hope. Yeah, I believe is what her name is. Anyway, let's go ahead and get right into things by going over her stats using the point buy system, as we always do around here. Strength will be a 13, Dexterity a 10, Constitution a 14, Intelligence is going to be 10, Wisdom a 12, and Charisma a 15. For race, it's not quite clear what Galea's race is, although we know she is an elf with a dark skin tone. So that leads me to believe that she is Drow. Drow, however you pronounce it. Some people will pronounce it differently from what I do, which is Drow. It'll give us a +2 to our Charisma and a +1 to our Constitution. Our features are going to be a walking speed of 30 feet, superior dark vision of 120 feet, Fey ancestry, trance, sunlight sensitivity, which is a big dampener for any Drow adventurer who is adventuring on the surface world. So she might be a half Drow, but if that were the case, then she would be a human elf knight and not just an elf knight, as her card is depicting. Anyway, she also gets Drow magic, proficiencies in a skill, and some weapons. We'll go ahead and grab perception. Well, that's what we're supposed to get anyways. We also get rapier, short sword, and hand crossbows, thanks to our Drow training. We also get languages in Common and Elvish. For background, she's a knight, so a knight background is going to be the best suited, which is a variant of the noble background. So we get skills in history and persuasion, a game set of our choice. We'll just go with 3 Dragon Auntie. For languages, she is Drow, so it would make sense to know Undercommon. And we also get the feature of position of privilege or retainers. Now, there's not really much evidence that she has retainers in the deck, though one of the cards may hint at it, but it's not her specifically. For class, obviously, we're going with Paladin. This will give us a 1d10 hit die, hit points of 10 plus our Constitution modifier. For skills, grab, intimidation, and religion, we get the features Divine Sense and Lay on Hands. Level 2 Paladins get a fighting style. We'll grab defense. We also get spell casting, which uses our Charisma modifier. We also get the feature Divine Smite. 3rd level Paladins get Divine Health and a Sacred Oath. Now, going by her design and by the many Druid cards that can be seen within the deck, we're going with Oath of the Ancients. This will give us Channel Divinity in Nature's Wrath and Turn the Faithless. We're going to go ahead and multi-class into Bard, and I'll explain a little bit of that here in a second. The hit die is going to be a 1d8, and you'll get extra hit points of 1d8 plus your Constitution modifier per Bard level. We'll get proficiencies in performance and a musical instrument of choice. Let's just go with Lyre. You get more spellcasting using your Charisma modifier, but you also get ritual casting and the feature Bardic Inspiration. And Song of Inspiration is a card in this deck, so yeah, it kind of makes sense. Level 2 bards get Jack of all trades and Song of Rest. Level 3 bard. Now this is the part where things get a little more confusing, because there are 2 cards that hint at what subclass of bard Galea is. One being Valiant Endeavor, which would mean valor. And the other one, Nature's Lore, points more toward the lore bard. But ultimately, I decided to go with the Bardic College of Lore, just because Valor doesn't really do too much when paired with a martial class like the Paladin. It's more of a single class. We'll get proficiencies in Insight, Stealth, and Acrobatics, and we get the feature Cutting Words. Now I'll go ahead and answer a question you all probably have. Oh, forgot about expertise and persuasion and performance. Now for your question. What about the card Diviner's Portent, which is another card found in Galea's deck? Because this does hint at her build, and I'm going to cover that. But in order to cover that, I need to go into level 4 of Bard to increase intelligence to a 12, and level 4 in Paladin, which will increase strength to a 14 and intelligence to a 13. And now we will multi-class once again into Wizard, which will give us a 1d6 hit die and more spellcasting, Arcane Recovery, and now for level 2 Wizard, which will give us the Arcane Tradition of School of Divination. This will give us Divination Savant and Portent, a Divination Wizard feature. See, I cover everything. And with that, I'm going to have to end the video there. I do hope you enjoyed, my dear viewers. Until next time, this has been Drahon, and I am offline.